Hello. I think that'll work. Let's try it again. There, I see you now. Just let me pull the live up here real quick. All right, hopefully this is going to work. Hi. Thank you guys for sticking with me. I don't know what the issue is. Hello. All right, now I got to see if I can share it because I've lost everybody. So let me see if I can share this. Hello. All right, well, I'm posting it to my own page, I guess. So if y'all wouldn't mind sharing for me, I can't, it's not going to let me share to any of my groups, so I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm going to have to figure this out. This webcam is driving me crazy. It's brand new, and for whatever reason, it doesn't want to work. So, yeah. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. I got to fix my camera angle here. Hi, Deb. All right, I'm going to bring the camera down so you can see better. There we go. Cindy, can you share this because the first time didn't work? So I know people are probably looking for it. Thank you. Hi, baby. Ay, ay, ay. All right, so I don't think next time I'm using that other program. Thank you, Linda, for sharing. I appreciate it. Yeah, I got the sound part working, but I can't figure out what's wrong with the camera part. Every time I start it using this other program, it's fine when I test it, but it freezes up when I actually go live. So I don't know. I tested in a private, group so that I can see what you guys see. But I don't know what the issue is, but I'm not going to do it anymore until I figure it out. That's for sure. So anyway, thank you all for joining me tonight. I know you can't see me right now because I moved the camera so that you can see what I'm working on. I'll fix it back later. Hi, Sherry. I've got two screens going over here, and I'm trying to see all your comments. One of them's quicker than the other. But anyway, thank you all for joining me. I went ahead and started because I had a open roll of mesh already, so I figured I'd go ahead and get that started. There was a little more on there than I thought there was. But I'm going to start on the bottom row now. So I'm doing 12-inch poofs, and we're working on a watermelon wreath tonight. And let me know if y'all are having any problems with sound. I don't want to sound like I'm yelling. This is the sign I'm working with. I got this at Carolina Pottery. So we'll be using that. I've got my green mesh that I'm working with. It's the darker green from in the sign. And then I've got some curls. I use the lime green, red, and black because that's what's in the sign. And I've also got some red and green that I'm using. It's actually left over from Christmas, but it goes really well with this that I'm going to do some ruffles with. So I've got that, and then I've got my tubing, and then these are the ribbons I'm going to use. I don't know, I was kind of questioning my ribbons, but I think they're going to work. So I have a plaid lime green. Sorry, it's not a great picture with the lighting. Good, I'm glad it sounds good. Yeah, I've got my laptop and my tablet here, but I can't turn my sound on, otherwise you guys are going to hear echoes for days. I've got a red Swiss dot. Those two will go together. And then to bring in the black from the seeds, I've got the Chevron. And then I picked the chevron because this pattern has got kind of a chevron look to it. Yeah, if you don't see the comments, then you just swipe right on your screen if you're on a tablet or phone. And if you don't want to see the comments, you can swipe them. Swipe them left if you want to see them. Swipe them right if you don't on your tablet or your phone. And that way, that'll take it off of there, and you can see the full picture of what I'm doing. Anyway, these are watermelon seeds. At least I hope they are, because when I bought the ribbon, it looked like watermelons to me. But the you guys leaving already? Okay. Where's Dakota? He wanted to say hi. Sorry, my son and daughter-in-law and future daughter-in-law and grandson are here. He wants to say hi real quick. Come here, Dakota. Oh, okay. I told him he could say hi earlier, but when I was having problems with the camera, he went back downstairs. Anyway, when I bought the ribbon, it says it's ladybugs. So I'm just hoping that was a mislabel on their part. But it looks like watermelon seeds to me, so I think it was just a label issue. Thank you all for sharing. I really do appreciate that very much. Yes, thank you. I'm sorry. I had problems with the webcam again. When I try to use the program, it's a third-party program, to do the camera through. I don't know why. So, all right. This is Dakota. He wants to say hi. Let me move the camera up. All right, come over here. Right there. Look up. Say hi.
Hi.
This is Dakota. He's getting ready to leave. He wanted to be on camera tonight. Wave to him. You got nothing to say today?
You're live, man. People are watching.
Yeah, people are watching you. Look, Cindy's on there. My friends are on there. Nana's watching. Yeah? Okay. See, Cindy said hi. All right, baby. I will see you later. Mwah. Okay. Watch out. Thank you. Bye, hon. I love you too. All right, now, can you guys still see? How's that? You can leave it open. All right, guys. Sorry about that. He wanted to be on TV. All right, so once again, there's the sign. And he left his little chair in here, so I'll move it over. Yeah, he's famous. Now they'll go home and watch the replay. He can watch himself. So anyway, I started my poofs. I did the top. I had an extra roll, so I wanted to use it up real quick, and I didn't think there was that much on here, but there was enough to do the whole top section, so I went ahead and did it and got that started. So, oh yes, he is a cutie. He's got such a very strong Southern accent. He's so cute. They just brought me his his new school pictures. He starts kindergarten this fall, so he's very excited. So the other ones, I have 5 more grandkids that you'll meet probably next month. They're going to come up and spend their spring break here. Well, Mom and Dad take a much needed and deserved vacation. So I have promised them that they will all get to say hi and watch me do a live. Thank you all. He's excited about saying hi to everybody. He was in here earlier, but when I had the issue with the camera, he went downstairs. So he was wanting to touch everything and play with everything. So how's everybody doing tonight? Thank you all so much for joining me. Sorry about the issues. I promise that we won't do this again next week. I will just do the live probably on my phone until I figure this mess out. So if anybody would, I don't know, Robin, if you can, maybe you can share it to our group, just in case they weren't able to find me. I did post it earlier, but with the issue, if they're looking for that particular post, they're not going to find the live. I need to delete that other one. All right, so I'm doing 12-inch poofs. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, Robin. I appreciate that so much. I don't think I'm going to use that program again, at least till I figure it out. I tested it today, and I created a private group that I can go in and test before I go live. And it was working fine. No issues. I'm doing okay now. Thanks. Thank you for sharing, Carla. Hey, Renee. Thank you for making it back. Sorry about that. Having camera issues. I'm just going to go back to using my phone, I think. I like having the webcam, and even though the picture is a lot different, and from what I see, you guys are seeing something blurry. But over here on my screen, it's fine. I don't know. I'll get it figured out eventually. I'm just so used to my phone and the picture I had with it. But anyway, yeah, Cindy, I need one of those tonight. Can you pass me one? Cindy is my daughter, and she is my moderator / bartender, waiter, waitress, whatever you want to call her. She is here to help me and you. So if you have any questions and I miss them, she'll let me know, or she'll answer them if she can. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Dawn, and I'm Wreath Decor by Dawn. And I appreciate you all being here with me. I guess I need to move this before I start knocking over my tablet. So, did everybody have a good weekend this past weekend? We did. We had a really good weekend. Grandkids were here. Both my kids were here. Yes, I know. You want to be able to see me. I just said I'm going to go back to using my phone probably next week until I figure this all out. The whole idea with work, yes, my bartender. Virtual bartender. Yes, 12-inch poofs. Thank you, Robin. I so appreciate that. I was saying that we had a good weekend. This weekend, my kids came up and grandkids, and we had my son-in-law's 40th birthday celebration, and we had a really nice time. It's always nice when they come up and visit. With 5 kids, you can imagine it's noisy, but I'll tell you, when they leave, that silence is just deafening. I miss it. It's chaotic when they're here, but boy, when they go, you miss it. Hi, Joanne. Yeah, not so speedy. I got it kind of cheated tonight and got a head start. I started on the top because I had an open roll of mesh I wanted to use up, so I figured I'd just do a couple poofs with it, and there ended up being more than what I thought. So I actually got the whole top row done before I even started. But y'all have seen me do it so many times already. I don't think you're missing anything. My poofs are 12 inches. And I'm using a green mesh that I got from AC Moore. It actually was, I think, a Christmas mesh. They may still sell it, I'm not sure. But... Hi, Pat Nichols, how are you? Oh, Casey sent you, thank you. Thank you for stopping in, I appreciate that so much. I love Casey, I was watching her earlier. She is my new Wreath friend and buddy, group buddy. So is Robin, who's on here. And Kathy Lopez, I believe, is on here still. I think I said your last name right, I'm not sure. I know, huh? I think you would have figured it out, though. Alright, so we're doing a watermelon wreath tonight. I figured, well, I'm done with Easter. Yes, I love them both too. I watch them all the time. I see you in there too, Linda, when I'm watching. I love all the girls in there and the guys. We have several guys in there. Yeah. They are a great bunch of cubbies and Wreath. What are we now? Tribe. The other group is the Wreath Tribe. Our business group is Cubbies. Yes. Oh, aren't they hilarious, Pat? Johnny and Ella. Oh my goodness. I feel for him. I understand how he feels. Poor thing. If y'all have never seen Jonathan, I've shared his lives. Y'all need to watch him. He has a niece who loves to be on his lives, and she is so adorable. And the two of them together make you laugh the entire time. I don't think that he intends to make us laugh as much as we do, but they do. All right, so I've got 12-inch poofs all the way around. I'm going to zip tie this down. I'm just going to cut that off, and that'll leave me probably enough to do one more wreath with that green, which I love that. So I just fold it over, and I'm going to put it in between first and second rail. Yes, she does. She was dancing and shaking her head the other night. Does it down, that's for sure. I forget how old she said she was. I want to say 6. She was something else the other night. She throws him off his game every once in a while. Yes, she is. She's his manager, yes. All right, so we've got that on there. All right, so I need to spread these little ruffles out here, or poofs out a little bit. I got the bottom part done. So I will give you all a recap of what I'm using tonight, show you everything. Yes, she is. Yeah, he does a really good job with her. Kids can be a handful when they, especially when you're doing something like this. They tend to want to show off because they know it gets them attention and laughs. So I get it. Like I said, I got lots of grandkids, so I know. They love the attention. And with her, she can read the comments, so she knows. She knows we're all paying attention to her. And then Casey's got her kids. Uh-oh, my screen froze. I hope that's not an indication of any more issues I don't need. Yeah, and Casey has her little Avery. And she likes to come on there every now and then too. They're all cute. They all have the patience, I'll tell you. All right, there we go. It's good there? Okay. It froze here on my end, so I just wanted to make sure. So I got two views. The tablet's where I can see all your comments, and that one's delayed, but the one over here on my computer is like right with me. But for some reason, my comments don't scroll on that one. I don't know. I don't know if it's my computer, it's old. I don't know what it is. But anyway, just a little bit. Okay, well, you all let me know if it tends to freeze up. All right, so that's what we got. There's our base. Let me get this out of the way here. Lost one of my curls. All right, so I've got a green and red mesh that I'm going to use for ruffles. I'm going to put those in every other tie. And then I have curls in red, black, and green, which is a little bit lighter green, and it matches what's in this ruffle here. Yeah, I watched when Casey had her mom on the other night. Yeah, they did. They looked like, didn't they? They did. They look like twins. All right, and then we've got my sign here. And we've got some ribbons. I've got a green plaid with red Swiss dots. And then I have a black chevron, black and white chevron. And that's going to go with the watermelon seeds. So I will let y'all look at those. Put those all back in here. And then I'm going to start my ruffles. All right, I don't need these anymore. All right, so I used tinsel ties on my wreath frame tonight, so I got little red like glitter almost like all over my table here. These ribbons that I'm using tonight came from a mixture of places. One of them came from Carolina Pottery. One of them came from Craft Outlets. One came from Old Time Pottery. And another one came from a place called Kringle Designs. They're on Facebook. And it's just, I think it's a wreath maker who sells supplies. They had a huge sale just before Christmas, I think it was, and I bought some of their ribbon. I thought they were going to go out of business at the time, but I think they changed their minds after their sale was a huge success. Well, hi Tina, thank you for joining us, first timer. I'm happy to have you here. My name is Dawn, and this is Wreath Decor by Dawn. And these are all of our Wednesday night game. All right, so I start out with my ruffles. These are cut at 20 inches. And I just take them and I ruffle them up. It's a beautiful name, isn't it? Yeah, the closest one to, I believe, I'm not sure if they still have one in Georgia, but they have them in South Carolina, North Carolina, and Virginia. I know that we only had like 5 or 6 stores at one time. I think they just closed one and opened another one in Myrtle Beach. The mesh I'm using for ruffles I got from TMI Gifts. This was part of a grab bag thing they had going where they sold they sold a box of 30 different things in the box. It had mesh, ribbon, had some it wasn't flex tubing, but it was some kind of tubing that they had in there, a couple garlands. But anyway, they sold everything for, the box was like $30, so everything out in the box came to like $1 a piece. And this was part of that mesh. I pulled it out today and noticed I still had some left. So anyway, I ruffle these up so that they look like a little butterfly. And then when I put them in here, you'll see I fluff them out so that they look like a little flower. So the butterfly becomes a flower. But yeah, it came from TMI Gifts, and they are out of Mississippi. And they have an online store. They don't carry a lot of mesh, but they do have some. They carry flex tubing, ribbon. They carry a lot of ribbon, but not a whole lot of mesh. And they call their mesh designer netting. They don't call it mesh. So see, the butterfly is a flower. Hi, Gabby. I hope I said your name right, because, oh yeah, okay. It was in between my thing here on my tablet, so I wasn't sure I was saying it correctly. So the mesh, or the ruffles, are cut at 20 inches. My poofs are 12 inches. And then all my curls I do at 10 inches, unless it's a really thin mesh. Like if I were going to use this one for curl, because it's really thin, I would do it probably 12, 15 inches. But the curls I'm using tonight are all the metallic mesh. It's not the basic mesh. And so that's a little bit thicker. So I just do them at 10 inches. And I did 3 things of mesh in each bundle, because I wanted all 3 colors. I couldn't decide, so I just decided to do all 3. Thank you, Robin. I wasn't real sure about how it was all going to come together, but what the heck, right? If I don't like it, I can take it apart. But I think it's going to work. I just didn't want it to look too Christmassy with all the red and green, so hopefully it won't. I don't think people are ready for Christmas yet, although I would be. TMI is, yes, they are as reasonable as craft outlets. Sometimes their prices are even a little better. They sell the tubing, although they don't have very many colors. They have maybe, I want to say maybe 9 colors of flex tubing, and they sell theirs for $4. where Craft Outlet sells it for like $6.75. And I'm not sure of, I want to say it's the same amount of yardage as what Craft Outlet is. So I could be wrong on that. I would have to look, but all mine, I don't have the tags on them anymore because I put them all in those great huge Ziploc bags. So I'm thinking about rearranging my room. I don't know how, but I need to figure it out because this camera setup isn't working for me over here. I used to have y'all over here on my left. Now you're over here on my right. Yes, I'm always ready for, I'm always in Christmas mode. My family knows that well. Sorry, I had to take a drink. Start out freezing up here and then end up getting hot. Sorry, I was just, that just shows that's on my desk, so I'm always ready for Christmas. All right, let me finish up these ruffles. Yeah, well, that's what I need to do. I need to move the camera a little bit to where it's, I'd like it to be in front of me, but that's not going to work. This room up here that, the way they built this room, the walls do not, I don't have full walls. The ceilings all slant down at an angle, so that cuts my wall space literally almost in half. So, and this is also my extra bedroom, so that when the kids come, they have somewhere to sleep. I have 2 rooms up here, and the adults get this room, and the kids have the other room. They all get to thrown into one room. So I don't know how I'm going to do it. No, Kathy, you are not crazy. Believe me. I would do a Christmas wreath if I could right now. Christmas was, I enjoyed doing Christmas a lot. I like doing the Christmas wreaths. All right, that's the bottom. Let's move up here to the top and see if this is going to work out so that you can never tell. Sometimes then when I put my ties on, they, you know, I thought about it, Cindy, but a Murphy bed, like I said, the walls, there's not enough room on the wall to do a Murphy bed, but I was thinking of a nicer sofa bed. I don't know. But it still doesn't take away my issue. I mean, I still have to have room for the bed to be out when y'all are here, so. And then you know how sofa beds are. You got that bar that's always in the back. Hey, Susan, how are you? You're not late, trust me. We had issues again with the camera tonight, so we haven't been on all that long. And then I had visitors, so I had guests here tonight, so we got a little bit of a late start because he wanted to say hi. I call him my grandson. He will be someday, I'm sure. But they stopped by, so he wanted to be on camera. He wanted to be on TV. So yeah, we just started. But thank you for joining me. Oh, well, you know, I wasn't having any issues when I was using my phone. Now that I have a webcam, that's when all my issues started. I didn't have any issues when I was using my cell phone. I think once or twice, I think we lost connection and had to restart my live, so they ended up in 2 parts. But yeah, well, I didn't have as many. Last week, everything kept repeating over and over again. We figured out the sound problem, but now I can't figure out why the camera won't. It starts off, but then it freezes right after it starts, about 5 minutes into it. Yeah, that's what I have. That's what I'm doing. So I had to just stop and work around it. But now it looks like the picture's blurry, so I don't know. It is what it is. It's always going to be something. Yeah. No, it's not that. It's not the producer, that's for sure. It's the program I'm trying to use. Yes, I do. Thank you all. All the cubbies that are here supporting me, thank you. If y'all wouldn't mind sharing, and if you haven't liked my page, please give it a like. I am trying to get to 1,000 likes, and I'm going to have a giveaway when I do. And when I started tonight, I was at 583, I believe. So we're slowly getting there. You don't think it's blurry? Good. Yeah, it just looks that way to me, I guess. I'm looking at it from 2 different angles here. Okay, last piece, and it doesn't want to ruffle. Yes, hashtag cubbies. Yeah, he hasn't had time to be the producer this week. He's been busy with work and my car. I haven't had a car for 2 weeks. Well, this is the 2nd week. It's having issues. I got new tires. I told y'all that last time. And as soon as they put the tires on, my brake line snapped. So they don't have the part we need. And yes, I know I need to get a new car. I'm working on it. I just haven't found what I want. The weather up north was not kind to my car, so it's time to get a new one. And I've been dragging my heels on it because, one, my car's been paid off for a long time. I didn't want a car payment. And 2, it was fine until I got new tires put on it. And then everything just fell apart. I think I'm moving around too much. I know, I've been looking. I just have to have Dad have time to go look with me. But I've been looking online to see what I can find so that we have, a couple different things to go look at. With all the flooding we had here last year, I'm kind of worried about looking for a new car, but just got to do it. But then I still have to figure out, well, still got to fix my car, so either way, it's still got to be fixed. All right, so I'm putting my curl bundles in. I did 3 colors tonight because I couldn't decide what colors I wanted to use. And this one's frame. So I just took all 3 of them. I was going to alternate and do like red and black, green and something else, but then I thought that was going to be too much. So I'm just doing all 3 of them together. Hopefully it works. We'll see. Like I said, if it don't work, just take it apart and redo it. But I'm putting these, they're all bundled together, so I'm going to put one in each, every other tie. I'll learn to speak. Thank you. You like the colors? I'm glad. I was looking at other watermelon wreaths today online to get an idea of what other people were doing, and I wanted to do something a little different, so I don't want my wreath to look like everybody else's wreath, so I always look to see who's got the same sign that I have and make sure that I'm doing something different, if that makes sense. I don't know if anybody else does that or not, but that's the way I do it. There's so many people, you know, we all buy our signs from pretty much the same people. We all buy our mesh and the colors. It's just a matter of how you put them all together. So I try to make them different. Cindy, where's my cheerleader tonight? I haven't seen him come on. Oh, those ones are going to end up right. I don't know how I managed to do it when I put my ties on, but it ends up that the ones on top and the ones on bottom in the same spot. I don't like that. I want my ribbons to be spread out. When I put my ties on, I try to make sure they're spread out, but yeah, that's what we do. We create our own. I just want to make sure they don't look like someone else's. Yeah. Everybody, it is all in the vision, isn't it? No, I think he would have told me if he wasn't going to be here tonight. I don't think he's in trouble. But then I could be wrong. Hey, Cindy, how is Brandon's knee? When my grandson was here over the weekend, he had a problem with his knee. It was really bothering him. All right, one more bundle, and then we can move on to the ribbons. Oh, you know what I forgot to show y'all? I have a back to normal. Well, that's good. I think it was just from them out running around in the yard, maybe. With your crazy mind, Pat, what's that? That you don't have to worry about your vision? All right, so there's all of our curls. So it does kind of look like a Christmas wreath right now, but hopefully that'll change once we get all the ribbons on there. And this is bothering me, so I need to cut this over here. All right. This is what I forgot to show you all. We got a little slice of watermelon. No, it's a red. It's definitely all a red. All right, so we've got the ribbons and then the flex tubing and then the sign. So see when the sign's on there and the ribbon's on there, hopefully that's going to pull it all together. All right, so again, my ribbons are cut at 14 inches. I have a green plaid. I have a red with Swiss dots, white Swiss dots. I have a black and white chevron, and that black and white, or the chevron, matches the chevron shape over here in this watermelon ribbon. So we're going to alternate those. Yeah, I'm going to put the black with that, and the red and green are going to go together. So I just take my ribbons. That dovetail is not a good one. Fix that. Thank you. All right, so we fold them in half. Find our halfway mark. Yeah, I have ants and I have bees. I was thinking I could put a bumblebee on there, but I think I'm gonna go with an ant. All right, so I'm going to put. Let me look here. I guess that red's gonna blend in with it no matter what I do. I'm gonna put the red and green in with the ruffles. Let's see how it looks. I always change it. These are wired ribbons, so you can give them a good yank and they will go where you tell them. And I thank you all for being here tonight and joining me. I really appreciate it. If you would share my page. We are trying to get to 1,000 likes. And if you've already done so, I thank you very much. All right, so let's see. Do we like those the way they are? Yeah, I think I'm going to use an ant. I have some black metal ones. So what do we think? We like those combinations? I think it's going to work. We'll stick with it. But yeah, I'll get an ant, get one of the ants out and we'll look and see. Put that on the watermelon maybe. And Sherry, I found the Air Force ribbon. It is on its way. I found one person who had it in Illinois, and he's sending me 2 rolls of it. So I will have that. I already have the Marine Corps one. I just needed the Air Force. Thank you so much, Pat. I appreciate that. Well, that didn't want to fold right, did it? There we go. These are really nice ribbons too. They're all canvas. None of them are satin. I do have satin, but I prefer not to use it if I can get away with it. It just doesn't always lay right. Yeah, I was worried about that ribbon, Sherry. I was trying to find it, and nobody had any. Everybody was sold out, the people who did carry it, but I got lucky, so I got the notice this morning, I think, is that it said it was on its way. So hopefully it'll be a couple days. Hi, Beverly. No, you're not late at all. We're still here. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, thank you, Susan. We will be here. So has anybody got any good plans for this coming weekend? Well, no, we're not doing anything that I know of. It's starting to get nice out, so I'm gonna have to start doing yard work. I hate yard work. I hate gardening. I don't do it. Oh, thank you, Tina. I appreciate that. Does anybody else love this Swiss dot ribbon as much as I do? I just love the ribbon. I have it in 1 inch or 1.5 inch and 2.5. I'd put it in every wreath. It's kind of like flex tubing. I'd put it in every wreath. Yeah, I want to do a swag for a lantern. I've not done one for a lantern. I saw Casey do hers the other night, and then Lori did one in our group. Now I want to do one. I've got plenty of lanterns. I could make myself one. Are you really, Pat? Going to Mickey Mouse. Are you going to Disney World or Disneyland? I take it that's what you're talking about, right? I used to live in California, not too far from Disneyland. When my husband and I were dating, we used to go there. Now you can't afford to go. Tickets are so outrageous for that place. I've never been to Disney World. We always said we wanted to take our daughter there when she was growing up. We never made it. I guess we could take her now, but I don't know if she'd have as much fun. I'm making a watermelon wreath. Lucy, this is the sign I'm using. It looks kind of like a Christmas wreath, but hopefully when I'm done, it won't. You live in Orlando? Do you get to go a lot, or you burn out on it? It's just so expensive now. To take a family, it's outrageous what they want for tickets. I mean, when my daughter was growing up, we couldn't afford to take her. Oh, yeah? Are you an addict? You like Disney World? I would too. Yeah, we couldn't afford to take her back then, and it wasn't near as expensive as it is now, but I'd love to be able to take all the grandkids and go, but that's a lot. There's 6 of them here, just near us. to take. It is or it isn't as good as Disneyland. Yeah, annual passes. Yeah, I don't even know what they charge for a ticket now. Last time I looked, I thought it was like $100 a person or something like that. That's a lot. I don't know. Yeah, isn't that's what I thought you meant. I don't know. When we were kids, Sherry, I don't remember Disneyland being that much. Do you? Not as expensive as it is now. I remember when we had to have tickets for the rides, the e-tickets, and do they really go to conventions there? That would be nice. Get someone else to pay for it. Then it would be fun. That's what I need. I need a company to pay for it. I don't think my company is going to pay for it. My boss is cheap. And I mean me by my boss. I like Knott's Berry Farm. They have Knott's Berry Farm in California. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of it. I've been out there before, but I like that one a lot better than Disneyland. I went a couple years ago when I was out visiting my sisters. We went. I had fun. It brought back a lot of memories. My husband and I used to go there when we were dating and after we got married. Oh, Animal Kingdom would be nice. I'm not crazy about wild animals, but I'll look at them from a distance. Show me pictures of them. I can deal with that. Not an animal person. I like them as long as they belong to other people. I just don't want any of my own. No, I don't hate animals. Don't anybody think that. Yeah, it was way cheaper. Yeah, always had to save those tickets. Yep. If I'm not mistaken, didn't we used to bowl too? I know they used to give us tickets to the fair every year. For some reason, I'm thinking that we got some from school. My middle school graduation was we went to Six Flags, California. Southern California's got Six Flags, SeaWorld, um, Disneyland, and Knott's Berry Farm all right there, pretty close together. I remember 8th grade graduation, we went to Six Flags. Isn't it funny the things that come back to your memory? All right, so now we're going to start on the top up here. We're almost done. So I've been thinking about doing more lives and doing them over on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel that I started, and right now I've only gone on there once and done a live, and that was when Facebook was down, what, 2 weeks ago? Or a little over a week ago, something like that. I went to the one in Rancho. We were the first class in Rancho Cucamonga. That new school, the Rancho Middle School that they built. It was a long time ago. The dot one, let me check and I'll tell you where it came from because all the ribbons I'm using tonight came from 4 different places. But let me check, and I've got it sitting here behind me. I can tell you where it came from. But they do have a lot of them because I just ordered a bunch in other colors from there. Actually, the Swiss dot ones I got from Kringle Designs. But I'm sure Craft Outlet would have it. I can give you a number. They usually all use the same number. But the item number is RG as in George 0165224. And I got mine from Kringle Designs. They sell supplies on Facebook. And I think it was during Christmas I got it. But Craft Outlet should have it too. If they don't have that color, I would try that Kringle Designs. Yeah, we didn't go to the one in Ontario because of where we live. Hi Lee, how are you? I'm so glad you stopped by. Yeah, we didn't. They built that new school out there, and we were the first class that started at the school, and we were the first ones to graduate there. So it's nice. And my nephew, my niece went there. Matter of fact, it was because of that, me going to that school that I met my husband, because he lived in the neighborhood right behind the school. And my friend at the time lived there in the neighborhood with him. And she introduced us. It tells you how long we've been together. Long time. Yeah, so if it wasn't for that school, that being built, then I wouldn't have met him. Lee, I love those signs that you put up today. I gotta order some more signs. Must be a lot of people doing lives tonight. If y'all wouldn't mind sharing my page, I would really appreciate it. Oh yeah, well that's the only place we lived the whole time we were there in California, Sherry. Yep. We moved there when I was 9. So I went to elementary school over there too. And then the middle school, and then to, of course, Chaffee for high school. Isn't that weird how they had the zoning back then? Of course, I don't know if they still do, but you go to one city for elementary and middle school, and then high school you go to your own. Which doesn't make sense because there was a middle school right next to the high school. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that, Beverly. Thank you so much, Tina. I'm trying to get my likes up to 1,000 so I can do a giveaway. y'all sharing so much and spending your Wednesday evening with me. I'm sure there's lots of other people on too. Where did you lived across the street? Where? Oh, thank you, Tina. That makes me happy. Okay. Yeah. I remember that area over there behind the apartments. So yeah, we were close. Can you believe how much it's grown up over there? That field that was empty for so long is now full. My nephew worked on that build, and he would take pictures and send them to me because you know they put QVC in over there, and you know how I love QVC. Thank you, Beverly. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. I appreciate that more than you know. See what I mean? These doggone ribbons have lined up over here again. Oh well. Nothing you can do about it. It happens. Yeah, Fourth and Vineyard posted. Yes, right there on that corner. That big old lot. I don't know if you had been there in a while, but yeah, that lot that was across the street from the park. It's all an industrial thing now. QVC's over there. They have a warehouse over there. Yep. My nephew, like I said, he worked on it and sent me pictures a couple years ago when they were doing it. I guess it's probably been, what, 2 years now? I don't know. Renee, if you're on here, you would know. In case y'all haven't figured it out, Sherry and I went to high school together and lived in the same town. So we've known each other a while. Although we haven't seen each other in a while. But she is out here on the East Coast now. So you never know. Sherry knew my husband when we were dating too. Well, she knew us both from when we were dating. My family always jokes it was Birth and then Bob, they say. My husband's name. There was no in between. Really? That long ago? Girl, you would not believe it now, I'll tell you that much. When I went back to visit, when I went to visit my sisters, Lord have mercy, I couldn't believe it. All right, all the ribbons are on there. So now it doesn't look so much like a Christmas wreath, does it? I know that picture's not great. Like I said, next week I'm gonna go back to my phone and until I figure out this camera issue. I don't like I don't like the setup and the way that the picture shows, so y'all don't get a good view. All right, so we got the ribbons on there. I am going to do my, let me turn my glue gun on while I'm thinking about it. It's plugged in and been ready, but it shuts itself off, so. I have all my, this time I put all my flex tubing together and it's ready to go, so all I have to do is fold it up. So this is my flex tubing that I use. I love flex tubing. I love what it adds to the wreath. I've got black, green, and red. I cut them all 24 inches, and I do that because that's the length of my mat, and it just makes it easier for me. So they're all at 24 inches. I fold them in half again, pinch them in the middle, and I give them a twist. And then I just add them into my ties. And I don't undo my ties, I just add everything in on top. Give it a good twist. And I twist everything 3 times just to make sure it's in there. And then that leaves those little bows, and I like the look of that. See that in there? You can see that real well, but I know those colors are hard to see on there. They all look black on my end, but they're not. So I'm going to put one of those at every tie, and then once I do that, we'll put on the sign, and then I will put on the watermelon slice, and then I'll get the ant. So we'll fold that in half, give it a twist. So is anybody else having a slow period right now? I have. I'm having a sale on my shop as well. I forgot to mention that. I should have mentioned that earlier when everybody was on here. All of my spring wreaths, spring summer wreaths are 15% off, and all my prior holiday are 25% off. So Easter and spring wreaths are 15% off. So if there's anything in my shop you've been eyeing, take a look. The prices on the spring and summer are good. Sale prices are good until the end of the month. And the prior holiday, like Halloween and Thanksgiving, or fall, I should say, not Thanksgiving, and Christmas are 25% off until April 15th. And I'm just trying to clear out my storage because I've got a lot of wreaths I need to work on next couple of weeks. A lot of military wreaths. I'm going to do some autism wreaths. No, it's a red. There's it's not cranberry, Julie. I know it probably looks that way on TV. It's not or on the computer, sorry. But it's a bright red here. I know it looks darker on there. But it's red, green, and black is what I'm putting in the ties right now, the flex tubing. And then the ribbons are red and green, and the mesh is red and green. And some black. I do have some black in there to bring out the seeds in the sign. So again, I just fold these in half. And flex tubing is just that, it flexes. So it's kind of like it's got a little bit of elasticity to it. Oh, no problem. No problem at all. Ask any question you want. Yeah, when I post the pic tomorrow, you'll definitely be able to see it because I take my pictures outside on my door, and that's the best light I can get. Cindy, where's Nathan? I don't know if you answered that earlier or not. He hasn't missed one yet, so I'm worried about him. And I just fluff the ribbons as I go. I like to give them a little curl so that they stand out. Oh, is he in bed already? Oh, yeah, I guess he is. I just looked at the clock. Time seems to go by so fast when I'm doing this. I know it probably doesn't for you guys, but for me it does. I feel like I just started, but yeah, this will be in my shop tomorrow, sometime tomorrow. I know I've been getting a lot of traffic to my shop because I get a little ding every time somebody goes in and likes something. So they are definitely looking. Yeah, it seems to go by so fast when I'm working on these things. I look up at the clock and think, holy cow, I've been in here for hours and it sure doesn't feel like it when I'm doing it. I get sidetracked. I come up here to do one thing and end up doing 3 other things instead of what I was supposed to be doing when I came up here. He should have jumped on here before he went to bed, because now he can't say he's been to all of my lives. Yeah, I come up here I'm supposed to be working on our taxes this week, and I come up here and start messing with this camera, and that seems to take all the time, trying to figure that one out. So I need to just get it done. Deadline's coming quick. I'm not one to usually wait until the last minute to do ours. The best ribbon I've found is working with canvas or this thicker linen. Um, Satin ribbon, I have the same issue with that. It doesn't cooperate with me. Very rarely do I get a satin ribbon to work the way I want it to. Um, but these ribbons, the heavier fabric ribbons, are the ones I like the best. The canvas, I don't know. These were. I guess I could look at the thing and they all say polyester though. Yeah, see, this one is a polyester. They're all 100% polyester. Yeah, they all say the same thing, so it's kind of hard to tell, but you can tell by feeling them, they're all different. All right, so that was all the bottom. Just have to do the top. But yeah, wired ribbon only on a wreath. Um, Unless it's a very heavy ribbon and is being supported by something else, I wouldn't use it because you have no control over those, and they tend to go limp on you. They just don't stand up as well as a wired ribbon. All right. Have all these lights on up here. Oh, you're welcome. All these lights on up here. That's probably why it's so warm in here. Y'all wouldn't believe how many lights I got going in here. And they're all just regular lamps and lights because I don't have those big box lights like everybody else uses. I don't have those. Yeah, you just got to pull those ribbons, and once they're tied in, they're not going anywhere. You need to pull them and yank them and make them go where you want them to go. Cindy, did Jimmy have a good birthday yesterday? Thank you all for watching tonight. Did you make him brownies? That was nice. Yesterday was actually his birthday. We had his party over the weekend. He is now officially the big 4-0. Does he feel any different? They always say no. Everybody always says no when you ask them that. Well, hello there. How are you? Hi, Deanna. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you didn't have any trouble finding us. We had issues with the camera in the beginning, so I had to restart my live. Need to go back and delete that other one so people don't get confused with this one. Although I tried deleting my test ones earlier today and it won't let me delete them for some reason. I don't want to be looking at those test videos forever. Oh, fingers are not cooperating at the moment. Let's see, 2 more, and then we can put the sign on. I'm doing good tonight. Thank you. A little bit of a rough start, but we're going to get it figured out eventually. Can y'all hear my computer running? You can hear the fan, it's really loud. I have an old computer. Making sure my hot glue gun hadn't turned itself off. If I leave it for too long, it turns off. And when I go to use it, it's not ready. All right, this is the last tie. And we'll go ahead and put the sign on. All right, so there we go with all the ribbons and all the flex tubings on there. And I will go through and shape all these out before I take pictures and that. Get them where I want them before I put the sign on. It looks a lot darker on the screen than what it actually is. Oh, well, thank you, Linda. Have a good night. Thank you for joining us. I really appreciate it. And you have a good night and clear your head for work. Okay, sign is next, and I have my little needle here that I use. So I have the watermelon slice, so I'm thinking, I usually put my sign either in the middle or off to the side, but I'm thinking of maybe putting it down here, and then I gotta cut this off, because I don't need this whole stick. If I can get it to cut off. Put that there. I don't know, I know you guys can't see it real well. Let me see if I can move the camera up just a little bit. There we go. Let's try that. Can y'all see it a little bit better now? Guess I should have done that earlier, huh? I don't, Deanna. I don't know about any stores there. I would think they would have the regular, you know, like Hobby Lobby, Michael, Time Pottery, things like that, but I've never been there. We've driven by, but I've never stopped there. Not to do that, you know, shopping. They have an old time Pottery. Yeah. Anyway, I was thinking about putting this down here a little bit more, and then putting this up top, and then put the ant on it, but I'm not sure. You think it should be in the middle, or do you think it should be at the bottom? If I put it towards the bottom, I could always add a bow. I don't know. A lot of my people don't like too many bows. They want to be able to see the mesh and the ribbon. Yeah, that's a better view. Well, I'm glad. I guess I should have done that before. Didn't think about that, huh? Yeah, so I don't know. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put it down here. I can always move it later because I don't permanently attach it until I am sure that everything is where I want it. So I am going to put it here. Anyway, I use this little needle. It's a yarn needle. You can see that. And it's about 5 inches long. And I feed my pipe cleaners through that. Are you going to that crafters convention in Pigeon Forge? Or are you just going to visit? I know there's one of those wreath retreats there happening there. I think it's next weekend. I should. Hi, Lisa. How are you? I'm gonna do the bottom one first. Thank you for watching. All right, so I'm just going to feed this needle. It goes right straight down through the mesh to the frame, and it makes it so much easier to pull that. See how fast that goes in there? No time at all. You just like it there? Or are you talking about the sign? I'm sorry. My comments are delayed, so I don't know what we're talking about now. Thank you. All right, so this is going to go right down in here. And it goes down in really easily. I'm doing great. All right, so there's that. I will just give it one twist around the frame just to hold it in place. And then I can always go back, and once I'm sure where it's going to be, then I'll go back and tighten it more. Make sure everything's where it's at. You never know, you might change your mind where you want things, right? Just depends on when you finish how it looks. All right, so anyway, I was saying earlier, I was thinking about doing more lives on YouTube. I've only done the one actual live over there, and that was when Facebook crashed a couple weeks ago. Last week, whatever it was. Seems like it was 2 weeks ago. But I need to build my audience over there as well, so I'm thinking about doing that over there. Not going till the 5th, so you're not going for the Wreath Retreat then? Because I think that's over by then. Uh-oh, I'm snagged on something. What happened? Doesn't want to go through my mesh. There it goes. Yeah, it's hard with the delay to know what anybody's sometimes. So, but you like where the sign's at, good. Okay. So you don't want to pull it too tight because you don't want it to smash your mesh and your ribbons. So don't pull it really tight. You want it tight enough so the sign's not going to flop around, but not so tight that it smushes everything. And I try to get it in a where a tie is at so that it goes down in there. Hi Emma, how are you? Thank you so much for joining us. All right, so the sign is on there. All right, let me put this needle away so I don't lose it. All right, so there we go. I wish your picture was as clear as the one I'm seeing over here. When I look at this one where I'm seeing your comments, it looks fuzzy. All right, so this is on there pretty good. I'm gonna shake it, make sure nothing's gonna fall off. It's not loose. And I might have to call my husband up here for this one, because this stick is pretty thick. And I want to glue it, make sure this is still on. I want to glue this down in here. But I don't want that stick sticking out that far. I don't know if you can see that. So I kind of want it like this. Put that there. Yeah, I'm not going to any of the wreath things this year. I wish I was too, but there's so many of them and they're all at the same time. And it's not cheap to go to them. So, Bob, are you on here still? Don't want to break my stick, so let's hope that it works. No, that's not going to work. Bob. Guess he's not watching. I don't know if that's metal or if it's wood. And now I'm going to have to glue that back on. Thank you all very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, it looks like it's metal underneath the paper. I don't think these cutters are going to work. I'm going to need probably his bolt cutters. So, all right. Well, then I'm going to have to wait on that. So that's where that's going to go. If I can get it in here again. Should have checked that first. There it goes. Okay. So that's going to sit in here. And then I've got the ants. Let me see if I can get that. Okay. Sorry about that. All right, so I have a ladybug, but I don't think I'm going to use that. But these are the ants that I have. They're really heavy. I don't know if it's I'm going to have to make sure it's supported by something. Because they are pretty heavy. Let's see. It's a big ant, too. See how big it is? All right, so where should the ant go? Should it go on the watermelon, or? It's almost as big as the watermelon, though. Oh, thank you, Jonathan. Hello. Sorry, I was looking to see. Yeah, they're all the same size. I have a box of goodies down here. I was looking in there to see if. But can you see the ant on there? How big it is? So I don't know. Isn't that cute? So I don't know. He might have to go on here because he's really heavy. Although, I have to see how I'm going to attach him too. Yeah, if I put him on there, he's really big. You wouldn't be able to see the watermelon, really. And if I put him in the wreath, you definitely wouldn't see him then. So, what do y'all think? Yeah, Cindy, I know, huh? Can't stand ants any other time. So that would be cute, but too bad he's not a little bit smaller. What do y'all think? Hi, Maggie. How are you? I know y'all can't see me right now. Put him on the end of the sign going up towards the left. You like him down here where he is right now? Or on the other side? Oh, thank you, Kathy. Which side? I know there's a delay, that's why I'm waiting. Sorry. Like that? Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I like them over there by the E. Bob likes that too. Bob, you weren't there a minute ago when I was calling you. Yeah, he does blend in. You like him in this corner here? You gotta tell me which corner. I like him right there in that corner where the E, by the E. Maybe the watermelon needs to go like this. Attach him to the top of the sign where the pipe cleaner is. No, I can probably attach him with some yeah, by the E. I think so too. I'll use some wire. I could probably drill a hole in the. No, I put him back. I put it back. I was just looking. Yeah, by the E. Anyway, I could probably, Bob, I need you to cut this metal rod here for me. It's really thick. I don't know if you got your bolt cutters handy or not, but yeah, put a wire through the, well, I was thinking I could probably put a tiny, tiny hole in the sign. You wouldn't see it underneath them. And I could wire them to that rather than having to, because the pipe cleaners are underneath here. So I don't know if, I heard him yell something. I don't know what he's yelling at me, but anyway, so that's it. I just have to cut this and put this on there. And maybe I'll add a bow. This is a really thick piece. I don't think those are going to cut it. Yeah, see how thick they are?
Yeah, where you want
You'll see right below that white piece of paper, there's a notch already that I started it. So I think that's what I'll do is I'll just put a little hole, 2 little holes in the, looks like pie, yeah. Careful. It's really thick, babe.
I got it.
All right. I guess I can lift the camera up now so y'all can see me. No, you still can't see me. Well, I'm not messing with it anymore. That's as far as I can get it to move. See? Uh-oh. Now it's all pixelated. Okay, there it goes. Love him on the right there, yeah. The ant came from Hobby Lobby. And I got that last summer during their summer, you know, when they have their after season sale. So I got those, some ladybugs and some bees last year. Yeah, I'm going to drill tiny holes in it. I could glue them down, but you would see the glue, and I don't want to do that. That ruins the sign. Thank you, dear. You all right?
Yeah. I got band-aids.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have fun.
I'm almost done.
I'm going to bed.
All right, I'm almost done. Did you eat?
Yeah, I did.
Thank you. Yeah, if I glue them down, I don't want you to see the glue. I have to put some glue on here though because this thing is coming off. Another glue stick. All right. There it goes. No, he got it. This thing is thick. I mean, that's really thick. I'm gonna have to do something. I'm gonna have to put something on the end of it here because I don't want anybody to accidentally hit that spot either. Need more glue sticks. But anyway, so I will have this finished tomorrow. I will have to get out my drill and drill those holes. Yeah, thanks, dear. He's a good guy. He's a good man. The best. Working. There it goes. I guess the stick just didn't want to move. All right, so I will get this done up tomorrow. Finish this. Put this watermelon slice on here. I might make a bow to put up here. I'm not sure. And then I will get that ant glue attached so that because I don't want him to fall off. Don't want that to happen. No, it doesn't touch the bottom. His legs are pretty long. Unless I cut him down. I could probably cut his legs down, but then I don't know if it would look right. I could try it. I have another one just in case. Yes, his name is Bob. Night. Yes, that's my Bob. All right, guys. So I will get this finished up. I will post pictures tomorrow. I appreciate everybody coming and watching. Thank you so much for sharing and liking my page. Thank you to all the, and welcome to all the first-time watchers tonight. And if you're watching this on a replay or on YouTube, again, I thank you for watching. And if anybody wants to receive alerts as to when I go live, there is a pinned post at the top of my Facebook page that you can go to and type in alert or live, and it'll send you a message to your messenger. All you have to do is respond to that message, and you'll be signed up for my live alerts. Oh, your dad's name is Bob? Oh. That's sweet. Cindy, thank you again. Give the kids a kiss for me, please. Tell Nathan he's got one strike. No, don't tell him that. I'm joking. Good night, Sherry. Thank you guys so much for watching. Night. Good night, Kathy, Emma. And I will see you all again next Wednesday, hopefully. If not sooner, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll do something on YouTube. If I do, I'll put it on Facebook so you'll see it. Yeah, the alert won't work tonight on this live because we had to restart at the beginning, so it's not connected to this live. But if you want to go to my page and go to the top pinned post, and you'll see it says if you want to be notified, type in alert there and do it there, and you'll get the message. And just make sure you respond to the message, or you won't be on the list. But I do thank you guys for it, and Donna. So if you'll go there and do it, that'll work. Unfortunately, because I had to restart the live, it won't work on this one. So, but thank you guys. You guys have a good night, and I will see you next week.